Hello friends, I'll be explaining about the contents of the deep perineal space, perineal membrane as well as the superficial perineal space. As you can see in this diagram, there is a opening for urethra this is the female diagrammatic representation of the deep perineal space. You can see there is a small opening for the female or the urethral part. Then comes a quite bigger opening, that is opening for the vagina. It is a bit larger compared to the urethra. So there is another opening called as opening of vagina. So near this opening of urethra, there is a muscle. This muscle is called as the sphincter urethrae muscle, which is seen both in female as well as the male. It is seen in both male as well as the female. Sphincter urethrae muscles. Next comes the compressor urethrae muscles. Which is seen only in female because it compresses the urethra against the vagina. So next you can see the another sphincter. So the another orange color sphincter, which is also seen only in female, called as the urethral vaginalis muscle or sphincter urethrae vaginalis muscle, which is seen in female. This sphincter, which is the 10th muscle and the longitudinal muscle of the transverse membrane, seen only in females. Okay, so there are 4 important muscles, which one are the deep transverse perineal muscles, urethral vaginalis muscle, compressor urethrae as well as the sphincter urethrae. So these are the 4 important contents or the muscles present in the deep perineal space. So as I said, you can see in males there are 2 important muscles, that is sphincter urethrae as well as a deep transverse perineal muscles. In female you can see both sphincter urethrae as well as the deep transverse perineal muscles, with the addition of the compressor urethrae, which compresses the urethra against the vagina, and the uretrovaginalis muscle or sphincter uretrovaginalis muscles. So what are the ducts present in the female? That is urethral duct as well as the vaginal duct. But in male you can see there is only urethral duct. Now we'll be studying about the contents of the perineal membrane. So this is the structure of the perineal membrane. As you can see, in the penis there are 2 important structures, that is corpus cavernosa as well as the corpus spongiosum. You can see this is the structure of the female. There is a urethral opening as well as a vaginal opening. This part is the arcuate ligament, and this structure is known as the transverse perineal ligament. Arcuate ligament, transverse perineal ligament, urethral opening as well as the vaginal opening. In penis there are 2 structures, that is corpus cavernosa, I'll be mentioning it as CC, as well as the corpus spongiosum, which I'll be mentioning it as CS. So first I'll be explaining the theory and then go with the diagram. Corpus cavernosa. So corpus cavernosa in male, it is made up of the crux of penis, also called as the body of penis, which continues further as body of penis. So in female, the crux of clitoris, which continues as the body of clitoris. So crux of penis is also called as the ischiocavernosus, whereas the roots or the crux of clitoris are also known as the roots of external genital organ. And the next one is the corpus spongiosum. In male, it forms the bulb of penis, which continues as the body of penis ventral part and forms the glans penis. So in female, it is also called as bulb of vestibule, which does not form the body. See, in male it forms the body, whereas in female it does not form the body, but it forms the glans clitoris. It forms glans penis as well as it forms the glans clitoris. I'll be explaining these corpus cavernosa as well as the corpus spongiosum through the defined diagram. So as you can see in this diagram, corpus cavernosa, see you can see here corpus cavernosa is also present. So first thing, it forms the crux of penis. Okay, in boys or in men, you can see there is formation of crux of penis, this red one. So it forms the crux of penis and also the body of penis, which has the body of penis inside it. You can see here there is green one, the body of penis is present inside the crux of penis. In female, you can see there is crux of clitoris. This V-shaped or the W-shaped structure forms the crux of clitoris, and inside that there is body of clitoris is present. Then if we speak about the corpus spongiosum, this structure, it forms the bulb of penis and the bulb of vagina or the bulb of vestibule, and it has glans penis. It has the glans penis inside it. It has the glans penis inside it and the glans clitoris inside it. Glans penis as well as the glans clitoris. So now if we'll see the structure of the superficial perineal space, you can see there is two bulbospongiosus muscle. There are two bulbospongiosus muscle, and these are the two superficial transverse perineum, and there is orange two color ischiocavernosus structure. It looks like someone is doing a meditation. If you draw a face, it looks like someone is doing kind of meditation or something. So superficial transverse perineum, bulbospongiosus muscle, which is found near the bulb of penis or the vestibule in both male and female. So there is ischiocavernosus. So the glands present are in male, you can see bulbourethral gland or Cowper's gland. In female, you can see bulbovaginal gland or the Bartholin's gland or the greater vestibule gland is found in female. So in the next video, we'll be discussing about the pudendal canal. Thank you. So hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.